And that's not right. How do we get this? I guess we can't. We can't make this? Like I don't understand why we can't make. Okay, so I guess we can do it this way. So we can add these guys like that. So we need these different color schemes. Red team, blue team. Kind of not the nicest thing ever, but better than nothing, I guess. I can't drag this down and off, but I could drag the other window down and off. Oh, okay. I can just do them all here. So I can just get rid of all these. Like, I thought I'd be able to do some simpler like this. I guess I'm just being stupid. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually go through and maybe fill out some of these color schemes then to get them started. But let's beat a match first. Just gotta relax into it. So what I need to do is go through every one of these colors. And actually go snag the right colors out of these things. Okay, so those colors are fine. The strength is fine. It's going to be the red team colors. So this is emissive, diffuse is white, emissive is this guy. What? How come that? If I copy this color and I paste it, it pastes it wrong. Why? Like these are linear colors. It's F linear color. Alright, so I need to change all these things from... Alright, let's close this. So all these colors need to be F linear colors, not F colors. Alright, let's see if that does what we'd like it to do. Stealth ball. We don't need to see the ball to score. We'll do the dance in the dark. You have to hear the ball. I keep forgetting. Follow the shadow. Shadow, right there. Very good. Recompile. No wall hits. Awesome. No negative points. You see, actually, no wall hits on this map actually changes stuff a little bit. It's kind of funny. The other ones don't, because there's no real walls to hit most of the time. But on this one, you're slamming into that mushroom all the time, and if there's no wall hits on, instead of just eating it, your character will just kind of nicely glide over stuff that they die on. That thing went, whoa! So we'll see if our color schemes are actually doing what they should be doing, and I can copy over the colors. Alright, so let's just get the default color scheme set up. So it looks like the values carried over properly. So what I should be able to do is go to Arena and start copying these things out. So the emissive tint, yeah, so that copied. The R channel, and the B channel. That's the diffuse tint that we want. Alright, our channel. G channel and B channel. So our color scheme looks like that. Outline index for blue needs to be 2 though. Alright, so we can save these guys. So let's go to our... Let's go to some of our levels. So for the grasslands level, let's go snag the colors out of there. Yeah, I'm working on these color scheme objects, which you'll be able to define. So this is the like classic color scheme or whatever, which is you can make it inside of the colors folder, and then we go to a mission. You'll be able to, in a stage, go select the color scheme that you want for the characters. That way, like, the issue would be, let's say you made 40 missions, right? If you made 40 missions and you need to customize the colors for them, you'd have to like copy paste all the hell across it. So I figured it'd be a better idea to just have some pre-made color schemes that you can make, and then you just use those. So you can make a special color scheme for that mission, but you're probably not going to do that for every fucking mission. Like, that's just too much trash to deal with. So let's see, are these colors different? Well, I don't have to actually... Yeah, the outline colors are definitely different. So let's... copy those over. One, two, three, four. So we need 5. 6 and 7 are not there. Alright, so this is 33. And then these guys look the same-ish. But we'll copy them anyway, because they might be different. This is the G channel. And the B channel. Of course, it's a great idea. All my ideas are great ideas, right? This is emissive. And then the R channel. G channel. Ball outline glow is actually 0.2 here as opposed to 1. So we can do that. Alright, so that's the light color scheme saved. Let's go to the other level. So one other thing that you might be interested in is that I can now do that. So I got that controller hooked up for the right axis. It's not checked in, of course, but it'll be there next time you roll around with it. So dark, we're gonna grab the forest night. I guess we're gonna need a few more colors here. So So we got the light color scheme. The dark color scheme should just be the foggy night, and then I'll do I'll make a dark forest or whatever the fuck for the other ones. Yeah, and these are all different. So okay, so that looks right there. So we'll get that diffuse tint for red, emissive tint as well, and then the rest of our colors. Alright, so we got 6 here, 0.2, and then 1. Okay, now for the blue team. Six, and then the blue guys have 2 as opposed to the red, which have 0.2. Alright. Ball outline glow is 2, and the index is 3. Alright. Looks correct. And for the browns, I think I need to go to the training level and grab it from there. Because I think this has a different entire thing. So browns will be the default one here. There's no good way to copy all this stuff out of here, but now that they're actually off in these color scheme objects, they'll be pretty easy to copy paste out of there. Alright, so 91 in there. Okay, here's our red emissive tint. And then, alright, red channel. That's 4, 0, and 1. And then we have the blue team, diffuse tints, that are shadow Dashkin colors. Four point two blah, so that's fine. The ball has defaults for everything. I think the classic color scheme has to have the outlines of this training level. Same thing with the default. Alright, so we need to add a few more color schemes. So we've got default, light, browns, so we're going to need the forest day, forest night. And I'll go ahead and make a caverns. I just keep the pattern: light forest, dark forest, light caverns, dark caverns. And kind of how you change those is you edit these data files here to add the data types, then you regenerate the code, and then build, and then those new types will be available. So it's a little bit roundabout with some of these things, but it's necessary because of the amount of compile, like just to have everything in nice drop downs and actually work, and then have the back end able to actually go verify and us do dynamic missions. And I don't know if you saw that post. Oh yeah, I guess you did. Caracan taking over that top spot. It's total bullshit. I see you took it back, so there you go. Very good. I like how Jeff has, like, everybody's doing the same thing, obviously, with these the wins. The win percentage is off the chain for the top 10 people. Everybody's just farming fucking points. Which is fine with me. Like, I think that was the point of the stats system, is people can do asynchronous multiplayer, which is exactly what's happening. You know, people aren't playing with each other unless everybody's on at the same time. And then I'll have, like, Caracan jump in randomly to sabotage one of my games. But that's asynchronous multiplayer, and it does work, I guess. Fucking stealth ball. Hate you, stealth ball. At least on this map, because there's no fucking shadow on any of this shit in this level. So I can't see where the fuck the ball is if it's in the air. And you can do it on especially like Nightly Bog. Stealth ball is actually pretty good because you can follow the shadows. Even in the sunny day map, the shadows are really descriptive. But this level, there's no shadow. So you gotta go by echolocation. I heard it. There it is. There it is. Those statues in the background need glowing eyes. Stealth ball can be ability inflict on other players. Yeah, that would really, like in a tense situation, all of a sudden the ball pointer disappears. You're just like, oh shit. I think we can have some real subtle abilities. Like if you could hang in the air for just like 2 seconds or something, like just freeze in the air, like just that would in and of itself be like an amazing ability, because you're just like, I'm not in the right place, and then you can freeze and then hit it. And you're just like, yeah, so much win. So I don't think we're going to have any trouble coming up with way too many frickin' abilities. The trouble will, of course, be coming up with abilities that control nicely. Yeah, you've tried. Yeah, that's the thing that I've seen is people now are doing what we want, which is hanging out in games. Which is encouraging. Alright, so now we have the new color schemes, so I can go make those. So let's just duplicate. This is color light forest. Light forest and dark forest, and then the... Actually, I am going to actually set these guys up first. So light forest and dark forest. Let's go snag our color schemes. And we'll eventually switch to actually using, instead of the arena level having all this stuff on it, we'll switch to the color scheme. Look at there though. One step at a time. Point 33, 1.5. The G channel has not been changed. Wait, what? What? This guy is black. It's 0.5. And we've got these guys look the same. 0.2 for the outline. Okay, very good. We need a match score total as opposed to a cumulative score. I'm not really sure what you mean by... Oh, your best result? I mean, I guess. I don't know. I get it from in terms of like a competition, sort of like who's the best in a match, and you do points based on all that. So like the best match would be an actual 3v3 that was real tense and had a bunch of goals and hits and everything. But in terms of driving people back, a cumulative score, it doesn't matter if you completely fuck everything up, right? It'll bring it back. Just it depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to to get people to show up and have like records that stand forever. Yes, that's probably what we want, but if we want people just to be in games, nothing beats just paying people to do jack shit except hang out in games. Alright, this looks like exactly the same as the day forest level. Yeah, the only thing is the outline glow is a 0.5 here. And a 0.33. Yeah, okay, so that works. Alright, so we need a dark caverns. And a light caverns. Alright, so this one here is light forest. Then we've got, I wish it highlighted those connections for you. Dark forest. Light caverns, and then dark caverns. Very good. Nobody in the bottom 30 has any hope of knocking anybody off. Well, the only chance they've got of knocking somebody off is playing just as much as they do. And over time, that's going to get even harder. Because you'll have to be the best of all time. You'll have to play the most. So probably what we'll do, is you would make the all-time leaderboard, not the first leaderboard in the list. Put the monthly up there, something like that. We'll tweak all that stuff as we get going, though. Okay, so we got the color scheme set up, I think. And all that, so color scheme, defaults, light caverns. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so we have the objectives here. So we have score 5 goals, we do that. See our pre-stage, let's add our objectives into our stage. Alright, I need to grab from that screen. This is going to be the pre-mission screen. I'm going to grab this out of here and throw it in here and see what that looks like. So we have the header, which is score 5 goals, and then we've got the description, That's... I wish there was a better input field for that. That's pretty shitty. Skill rating 1, training. Okay, so we got that working. We have no cutscenes. Alright. So, okay. The next thing is we're going to want to do the exact same thing with our library for cinematics. So we should make a folder here for cutscenes. And we're going to add a new blueprint function library in there. Let me see, what did I call the color? Just color library. This will be cutscene library. So, what would we do for the cutscene stuff? We'd have the sequences. Alright, so we have little sequences aren't the actual things. So, I'm just going to make a copy of this and throw it in there, just as an indicator of how we would set this up in the future. Did I? Yeah, put that in the folder. So what are our cutscene enum values? Game cutscene, we just have GL intro. Alright, so this one is going to be called get cutscene by type. We're going to take in a game cutscene. And we'll switch on that. Our output is going to be a cutscene, which is going to be a sequence. And what it says, it's a level sequence, so let's see what type that really is. Yeah, so just a level sequence class or a reference. I guess a level sequence. Alright, so if it's undefined or none, we'll just not return anything. Otherwise, we'll return our intro. And what I can do here is I should probably start using a little bit different pattern. Instead of that squid that hooks on both sides, I can use a sequence element here and just do that. So we can have all that trash go off to the right side. So we can do the same thing here. So instead of having the plot of Mass Effect 3, we have just a regular looking octopus. Are you looking at the heat maps that just came out? Yeah, well, probably what happened is somebody was doing some work over on that side. Either that or the levels actually flipped or some shit. The telemetry is just wrong on it. Quite a bit of player hits on that level. There's just as many as ball hits compared to the other levels, which have many more ball hits than player hits on them. So somebody was doing something over there. Maybe a bot match or something. I think Karakan was doing that. I think Karakan was doing a whole bunch of bot matches, so that may have been her against like 4 bots or something. Because she was grinding up all of her stats all at once, I believe. So I think that might be her doing. We can capture all the cool thumbnails of all these guys. And we'll have a grassland intro thumbnail, which should of course be the grasslands. Alright, so that's our color schemes getting saved. Let's double check that our missions are actually doing their things. Let's export the mission, go make sure the mission data looks right. Okay, so score goals, blah blah blah. Skill rating 1, training stages, score 5 goals. Where the hell is our header? I don't see our header in there. Alright, so we need that and like that. Yeah, I think she's trying to get to the top of pretty much every leaderboard. So you can grind up some of these goals. Styling right into the end of it. Oh yeah, there's only so many pop-ups you can do in the air. I forgot about that. It just decided to hang out on the lip there before rolling in. Yeah, I see how it is. It's like, no, no, no. You can't have that goal. You have to wait like 2 seconds more for it. Color scheme, default, rank stat time, result tier, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, intro cutscene, objectives. Alright, so the only thing missing is the headers, so let's make sure that works. There's our header there. Score 5 goals. It is. Alright. So that all looks like our mission data is being nicely exported. Well, I'm on the all-time wins still. She's got more goals. Yeah, I see how it is. Accuracy. Yeah, I think she's farming up accuracy, wasn't she? So she's probably just stun locking bots into the corner on the left side and letting them like score goals on her. The all-time losers board, rank 10. We got Lucas still number 2. I'm surprised that Lucas does not have that many points. Like he's down 2,000 points, right? That's not that much. I like how it's the same people. It's the same like top 6. Like it was Flasso for a while there as the other person, and then when we got after this last weekend, it looks like more people are actually sticking around because it looks like Karakan's on, and then Jeff is playing. So that's interesting that we're actually getting more people for longer. Alright, well, I will be right back. I'll just jump into game so I can passively grind points. And I've done that too. I've just like left the game on and then gone to the store.